Hi, and welcome to the OT Tip of the Month. This month, we want to bring your awareness to the power of breathing and how you can use it in your classroom. There are so many benefits to breathing. We're just going to highlight a few of them to bring to your awareness. The first, and probably the most important, is that it can reduce stress. What happens when we do deep breathing is that it activates our parasympathetic nervous system. That's our system for rest and digest. So, it helps to control our stress hormones and reduce those. It also can help to improve symptoms. Studies are showing that it can help with attention deficit disorder, can help with depression, anxiety, insomnia, post traumatic stress disorder. Again, it's bringing us out of that fight, flight, fright state and into a state of calm. One of the benefits of that, of course, is increased focus. And when we have more focus, we can pay attention, we can learn, we can take in new information. There's an interesting study done looking at breathing exercises and its effect on reading comprehension. And they found two things. One is it promotes stress reduction, and two, it helps the mind not to wander. And so, with that increased focus, students were better able to comprehend what they're reading. Breathing is also a way to boost our immune system. There are studies that are showing that it can improve markers for inflammation. And of course, in this time of the flu season and with the COVID-19 happening, we want to do as much as we can to stay healthy and boost our immune system. And the final area that I wanted to point out is that the same muscles that we use for breathing are the same muscles we use for our core stability or our postural control. And that's important for keeping ourselves upright. We need that stability for being able to sit in a chair and for reading and writing. So, when can you do breathing? Probably the easiest and most effective is whenever there is a transition, whether it's at the beginning of a group lesson or a morning meeting or at the end. And it doesn't have to be long, it can be less than a minute. It's that it is intentional and that you are getting students to breathe with you. So, as an example, our team meets once a month, and we always start our team meeting with breathing because it really does help us get focused and ready to tackle the information we're about to discuss. I definitely would encourage you to work it into your routine following PE or recess and or following a movement break that you do. What happens when we are moving is that our heart rate goes up, we're doing more shallow breathing, there's a pause in digestion. And so we want to get back to that regulated state in order to promote learning. And what happens with deep breathing is it helps to increase oxygen back into the bloodstream. Again, it's reducing that fight flight response and increasing that parasympathetic rest and digest. So we always encourage you to do breathing following movement activities. In a moment, I'm going to show you lazy 8 breathing and 6-sided breathing, but also wanted to point out that with some of our younger students, it's going to be easier to do breathing if they have something to hold or something that they can see move as they're breathing. Pinwheels and feathers are two simple, inexpensive ways to do that. I recommend the dollar store to go get some of those for your classroom. Or if you're one-on-one or in a small group, bubbles are such a motivating way to do breathing without saying, hey, we're going to do breathing. So that's kind of a fun way. So for lazy 8 breathing, what you're going to do is you're going to have the students mirror you. You can have them hold up their finger and you're going to trace the shape going up to the left and breathe in, and then cross the midline and breathe out. And you're going to trace that shape and do the breathing 5 times in a row. Whenever we do breathing, we want to do at least 5 in a row. That helps promote that parasympathetic response with breathing. And next, for 6-sided breathing, you're going to do something similar where you're going to follow the shape. This time, what you're going to do is you're going to trace the shape across, breathing in, holding, breathing out, breathing in, holding, and breathing out. So again, you want to do it 5 times in a row. So you're going to breathe in, hold it, breathe out, Breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. And if you work with younger students that maybe this is a little too many steps or too complicated, you can simplify it and use a triangle and do triangle breathing, where you would breathe in, hold it, and breathe out. So I hope that you start to use more breathing throughout your school day to help promote learning. Thank you.